I gotta be honest with you, when I first walked in here, I was like, oh boy, what have I done? Why did I think using this trend in my house was a good idea? Oh, what was I thinking? Hello and welcome back to the House of Valentina. I'm Valentina and today I am so excited because we're in my bathroom, which is not a place that we are normally filming from, but something very exciting is happening and I cannot wait to tell you about it. So today we are talking about the #1 paint trend that is happening in 2023. I am gonna go through this entire trend. I'm gonna tell you what it is, why you should be doing it, how you should be doing it, and I'm gonna give you all the tools that you're going to need. I'm gonna load you up today on this paint trend. We are talking about Limewash because I have literally just done it in my own bathroom. That is why we're in here. This room has literally just finished drying. I haven't even put the thing together, but I was so excited about this paint trend. I'm so excited about Limewash because the truth of the matter is that I didn't think it was gonna work. I didn't think I was gonna like it, and I've had this stuff sitting in my house for almost a year. And then I just decided, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it, and that way I can report back. I can share with you how to do it and why you shouldn't do it or why you should. So I'm gonna tell you why I think you should be doing it. Actually, you really need to be hearing this. Even if you don't think you're gonna want it, I'm gonna share with you why you might actually want to reconsider. Okay, so don't forget to hit subscribe because I will be sharing with you when this entire room is put together, when there are outlet covers, when things are actually really decorated. I've got like a frame coming for this. I've got the rest of the room to put together. At the moment, it's just empty with a mirror leaning on the wall over there. So I've got a lot to do in here before I can invite you back in and see the entire room finished. So make sure you hit subscribe so you don't miss out when that comes out. And make sure you give the video a thumbs up and let me know down in the comments. I need to hear from you guys because this is really just becoming really popular. There are gonna be some of you that hate it. There are gonna be some of you that are absolutely opposed to it. There are gonna be some of you that love it. And I am curious to hear all of your opinions. I am dying to hear what you think. So leave me a comment, let me know. Let's jump in. Let's talk about the reason why Limewash has become 2023's biggest paint trend. And I don't think it will last for just 1 year, okay? So let's put that out first. Because a lot of times you hear the word trend and you think, like an outfit, oh, vests are trending. Yes, they are. And I'm wearing one today. Will I be wearing it next year? Probably, but will it be on trend? I don't know, right? Some things they're trendy, right? We worry about putting something trendy on our walls. I do not think that this is a, quick flash in the pan kind of trend. I think it's here to stay. And I think that's, well, I waited until I thought it was here to stay, until I did it to my own walls, because of course, it's a lot of work to do something like this to your house, and you wanna make sure that you're using your money wisely. So why are people doing this? Well, people are doing this because it adds a lot of depth. Now, you're not gonna be able to see the depth of this as much on here. So I'm gonna give you some pop-ups of some other places that you're gonna be seeing this. It's really, really big on trend. Basically, almost everybody's doing it. It's really, really big. And I think that's the reason why is because it just adds a lot of depth, it adds some interest, it adds warmth, and many of us are utterly terrified to even consider a faux finish. This is not a faux finish. This is a real finish. This is something that you put on the wall to create a certain look. I'm gonna get into all that in just a second. So, but let's talk about a little bit more about why it's different, right? Why is this different from the other stuff? The other stuff was just like fabricated, right? It was a technique that you did. This is different. This has a lot of really good benefits to it. It's antibacterial, it's a natural finish, it adds like just this sort of warmth. There's something when you look at the room when it's like this that you're just like, oh, there's something interesting, and it adds a little bit of that old world style into a space, and yet it mixes perfectly with basically every style. You could have the most contemporary home all the way down to something extremely traditional, and basically every style that's in between those, this looks good in. So I think that's why it's getting so popular. I wanted to take just a moment and show you another side of the room over here so you can get a little bit more of a picture of what the Limewash looks like. And you'll be able to see how I painted the doors solid and didn't put the Limewash on those. I also did not put the Limewash on the trim above us. Now, while I'm standing over here, let me just grab out my this amazing product from our video sponsor for today. They are incredible. I am so excited to introduce Sage to you. If you have not heard about them, they've been around for a long time. Their #1 bestseller, the Peppermint Halo Wand, has been around for over 30 years. These are absolutely incredible. They are 100% natural, which is something that is really important to me. As you can kind of tell, I'm looking for natural products to bring into my home on the walls and whatever I'm going to be putting on myself. When you have a little bit of a headache, you can literally just rub this right on, and it's a very natural remedy for headaches. It is incredible and it really works. It smells so good. Just breathe it in. It just smells really, really good. They also have the Peppermint Halo Wand, which you can also put into the scalp and literally just put right up here into your scalp. And this also works. Sage's Extra Strength Peppermint Halo Wand is amazing because it can relieve minor aches and pains and a little bit of muscle soreness. That's how I've been using it. Post-workouts, I found that maybe if I worked my triceps a little too much, they're a little bit sore afterwards. I'm able to apply a little bit of the Extra Strength Peppermint Halo Wand and I get instantaneous relief. Sage's Peppermint Halo Roll-On Wand and Extra Strength are must-haves for headache, muscle, pain relief. So click my link down below and use my code Valentina to get 20% off site-wide plus free shipping on any Sage products. This offer is valid for new and existing customers, plus it's available in the US and Canada. It's the best deal available, so take advantage of it while it lasts. I've been super impressed by these Sage products, so I'm gonna be using my own discount code because these are just a few of the products that they offer, and I just find it to be really, really effective, and I just love it. So I'm so excited. Thank you so much, Sage, for sponsoring today's video, and let's chat a little bit longer about this crazy Limewash that I put on my walls, shall we? All right, so let's talk for just a minute about what exactly Limewash is. What am I putting up on my walls? Well, what you're actually putting up on the walls is limestone that has been crushed, burned, and then added to water. So it is actually a natural ingredient. That's something that I'm thinking about, of course, because I'm putting it into my own home. I'm gonna be breathing it in, my husband, my kids. I wanna make sure, what am I even putting in here? It's an amazing natural product. This product dates back to Roman times. And for me, having lived in Europe for over 10 years, this is a product I didn't understand when I lived there. I just thought that the buildings aged naturally. I did not know that they used Limewash on the exteriors of their buildings all the time, that they were using it on the interiors of the buildings, not just for the look, not just to make things look a little bit old world, but also because it's really good for moisture. It keeps moisture out. I think that's really important. It is an amazing material to use in your bathroom. It's an amazing material to use in the kitchen. But you can also use it in the bedroom and the living room. You can use it anywhere. Limewash can be used on almost any material. So nowadays, the product that you can buy, this is from Atelier. I'm gonna leave all the details down below. So I did have my painters do it because I literally my schedule has been nuts and I didn't have time to actually do it myself. So I did have my painters do it. Paint is usually the one thing I do for myself in my house, but they came out and helped me this week. The first thing that we did is that we painted out the room with a Benjamin Moore natural cream. It has a primer built into it. So this can go on top of a freshly primed and painted wall. It can go on stone, it can go on brick, it can go on stucco. It really is an amazing material that really adheres to whatever material you're going to put it on. So it's very versatile, it's natural, it's all the things that make a material something really good to use in your home. If I'm starting to convince you, because I know some of you clicked on this video and you're just like, she said finish, I'm out. Maybe I'll give her a second. Just give her just a second. And then others of you were like, yes, I can't wait for this. So some of you have been seeing this in your catalogs. You've been seeing it from places like Crate and Barrel, CB2. You've been seeing it even places like Pottery Barn and West Elm. Everybody's jumping onto this trend for all the reasons that we've already talked about it. But this is not necessarily a brand new idea either. It's been around for a while. I mean, since Roman times, but really becoming really important as a trend. This can be done in a lot of different ways. So you could do this the way that I have, where I have simply painted out my wall in a really nice, warm, neutral cream color, and then we've added the Limewash on top. The Limewash comes white. Unless something's been added to it, it's gonna be white because it literally comes from limestone, which is of course white. So you can apply it right on like this and have a really nice natural feel. You could also do a bold color with it as well. So a lot of it depends on what color you put underneath it, what materials underneath it, and it's something that you can really play with. This does also, if you order from a company like Color Atelier, which is where I got mine from, they have a lot of options. So you could play with other colors. This is their Chevre, I don't know how to say it in French. Chevre. I'm sorry. I studied 5 other languages. French was not one of them, so I'm terrible at pronunciation. But this is a really warm, just a very warm white. And so I really love this combination. But you could also go for something with orange or blue. You could go for yellow. You could go for green. You could go for a darker beige color. There's a lot of options. And so I think when you start thinking through this idea of where you might want to put it, you might still want to consider the bathroom color that you might want to have, consider your kitchen, consider the color and how that will play off the other elements that you're using in those spaces. And I think that you're going to find that it's going to be amazing. I think you're going to love it. I gotta be honest with you, when I first walked in here, I was like, what did I do? And I really, it probably didn't help. Then my painter was like, so we could do something different next week when I have time again. And I was like, oh boy, what have I done? Why did I think using this trend in my house was a good idea? Oh, what was I thinking? So he really didn't like it. He really didn't like it. And especially on the first day. So we did the coat of paint the first day. The second day, we did one bit of the Limewash and he was like, this is ugly. I was like, oh no. And then we got it up the second day and he was like, okay. This is not what people are paying me to remove. This is different. This is different than faux finishes. So yeah, at first I was like, ooh, no. And then yeah, I've really warmed up to it. I've really warmed up to it and I'm really liking it. So if you're wanting to test this idea out, where can you buy it? Well, if you go online, you're gonna find a lot of sources. I thought that Color Atelier was amazing. I loved the fact that they're based out of San Francisco. I think that's gonna be best for my US based followers. For those of you that are in other countries, if you're in Europe, you're gonna have countless places that you can get Limewash. It's such just a normal product to find almost anywhere at your local paint stores. When we lived there, it was always sitting just with all the other stuff. Like, it's just a very normal product to find. We have to work a little harder here in the US. I'd love to hear from you guys. I know that you guys literally come from all over the world, so I would love to know if Limewash is a material that you see being used all the time in your country and in your area. I'd love to know from you guys if this is a finish that you see on the exterior of buildings, on homes. Do you see it on the interiors? Please just spill the tea. Please spill the tea. Let me know, because it's so helpful for all of us to hear from each other. And I also love reading all your comments and seeing how you guys comment back and forth. We just have the most amazing community. That's why I always tell people, like, you've got to hit subscribe. You want to be a part of this. It's just such a cool, amazing community of people who just love this. And we learn so much from each other. So yes, please write in and let me know what you guys think of it, and if it's something normal where you are, because I think it's gonna become extremely normal. But if you were in the US, I would definitely recommend checking out Color Atelier. They're out of San Francisco. They sell all the brushes, they sell all the tools, and they have an array of beautiful colors. And I've got other projects that this is going into coming up, but I hadn't actually put it into any of mine myself. So I was like, I need to just test it out. One of my clients wrote me, she's like, so how did that Limewash go? And I was like, I felt a little bit ashamed. Sorry, Betsy. I've tried it out now and I love it. Okay, so I'll give you all the deets. But you could, if you wanted to, if you pop over to that website, I found it so helpful. And there was also an article, I think it was on apartment therapy, that I found really helpful. I'm gonna link those up down below. So if you wanna do more research to really put your mind at ease and to really do your research about what it is and, you know, it's antimicrobial effect, antimicrobial components. I can't talk today, I can't think. It's antibacterial. Okay, there you go. I'm excited about my Limewash. But yeah, if you want to be able to check it out, I'm gonna leave the links for all those things down below for you so that you can really do your research. Because I think that once you do that, you're gonna be like me and be like, I'm gonna give that a try. I think that's really cool. So you can do this on sheetrock, primed and painted like I talked about, but you can, and all the different materials. You could also add plaster to your walls if you want to have a deeper, richer effect. This is what my painter was like. He didn't think it was going to work. He's like, this product does not work on sheetrock. I'm like, it's a new product. It's different than just Limewash that you buy just from anywhere. It's specifically meant to be able to adhere to a regular wall. I didn't even bring the can up here. It's kind of messy, so I'm gonna give you links for everything so that way you'll be able to find it. But you can put it right on the sheetrock wall. You could also plaster your walls if you really want more depth, and that's where my painter was like, you need something underneath that. And I'm like, I understand that as another look I could do. We're not doing that today. We're doing the easy version so I can test this puppy out first. But yeah, you could also put plaster up and create a deeper, richer depth. It's just a different look. And I really like that. Now I'm like, ooh, where are we gonna try that? And I actually really now want to try this on the exterior of my home because I've been trying to get this sort of depth. I don't even know if you guys can see it very well because it is subtle, especially in here. But let me move you over here. Let me see if you can see it better over here. All right, maybe you guys can see it just a little bit more over here. You can see a little bit more of the depth that's going on here. So this is the base color that I use. This is Natural Cream by Benjamin Moore. We've got to do touch-ups. We're not finished, so don't like freak. You're like, oh, I see a spot. I know, we haven't finished. We haven't even the doorknobs back in. I don't know how I'm gonna get out. I guess I'll wait for someone to come get me. I have my coffee, so I'll be good. But yeah, you can see it's got quite a lot of depth in it. So personally, this is what I was wanting on the exterior of my home, and I was too much of a chicken butt to even try it. So I think that I'm going to seriously be considering that for the exterior. Especially for like the back side of the house where we're really gonna be sitting more. So yeah, so there you go. That is 2023's biggest paint trend, and I am so excited about it. I almost can't stand it. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I think there's a lot to explore. I would love to know if you guys have tried it in your own home and if you're loving it. I can't wait to put the rest of this space together, so make sure you hit subscribe because I don't want you to miss out. It's gonna be awesome. And then look down below for the links to all the photos that I've shown you today. I'll also link up the sites that have all of the different information about it, and of course the color Atelier. And if I think there's a couple others out there that we looked at, I'll link those up down below for you as well. Also, don't forget to look down below in the show notes because I have linked up down below my discount code from Sage. I have 20% off site-wide plus free shipping for any Sage products. It's such a huge savings. So make sure you look down below for the link and my code Valentina so you can definitely check that out as well. Thank you again for tuning in. And if you aren't a subscriber, we hope you will become one and join this amazing community. I am so honored and delighted to be a part of such an amazing community of fellow interior enthusiasts. It is just pure joy. So thank you again. And I'm gonna try to figure out how to get out of here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.